Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. With me today is Gus McKenzie, SGA President, here at the start of the fall semester. Gus, thanks for joining me here today. So
appreciate you having me.
And as I said, it's the beginning of the fall semester, an exciting time, your first official term as President of SGA. And I know that you've got to have some feelings of excitement and anticipation going into the school year. So.
Oh, absolutely. I'm ready. Our first meeting is tomorrow. We've got to have all of our senators back together for the first time this fall. Just excited to get to see all of them, to hear the plans that they have for the semester, as well as talk with them some of the ones that I have. It's just a really exciting time. Everybody's fresh and new and ready to get rolling.
And of course, and with that, getting to the fact to hear the Senate and the other senators kind of contribute their part. And I know one of the things is when you ran, you wanted to get more involvement with the SGA through the students, through the Senate, a little bit more there. And I know you've got to be excited about the opportunity to start that path.
We are, and I think we had a very successful welcome week with getting students involved with the different events we had. We had some extremely big events and some small events, but the students really bought in and were participating in everything that we did. So it was a really cool way to start the semester off.
And of course, also, starting the semester off and going back to some of the things you campaigned on when you were elected, I know one of the things was transportation issues here on campus. And one of the exciting things that has come to campus, and I know you have had some help publicizing getting out there, is the new spin bikes and scooters here on campus. I know there's a lot of excitement about that.
Yeah, they look, students seem to be loving those. Every day I see the people riding around the little electric scooters and just enjoying themselves on our beautiful campus. And then the bikes themselves, I've seen people go pretty good distance back and forth to home on those bikes. So it's just a cool alternative way of transportation that we had never really seen here before. So I'm glad that they decided to make the move to come here.
And of course, and the opportunity to kind of alleviate some of those issues and concerns that were brought up about the transportation and getting to and from campus here.
Right, absolutely. And they've worked, Student Services has done a great job of improving the bus system here at the beginning of this semester. There's more signage around campus. You can see the routes more frequently when you walk around campus, especially in TC. And then they've got signs at the bus stops with all the routes on them and stuff. They've just done a really good job of making themselves more known on campus.
And of course, we mentioned earlier, you talked about having the first meeting coming up here and talking with the senators and the job that the Senate does. But there's also an opportunity out there for some of those students to get involved with the Senate.
Absolutely.
You've got opportunities. You're looking for people right now, right?
Yep, we've got vacancy seats open right now. We don't have a full Senate. We have an interest meeting for those Wednesday, I believe, at 5 o'clock in TC. So we're going to be helping people kind of understand what SGA is if they have any questions, or just explain to them what the job entails as a senator. We've got several seats open for a few dorms, an international seat, the graduate seat. So there's plenty, but you can always come by our office and ask us which ones are open, how that would look for you, and stuff like that.
And of course, talking about coming by the office, this is another thing that I know that you were very big on, and that is giving students the opportunity to connect with the SGA and be open with the SGA. And I guess kind of talk with the student through about the opportunity to utilize the SGA and be able to communicate with the officers and with the Senate.
Absolutely. So the officers, the executive officers, their hours are posted on their door in their office, and they're in there and the door is open. They want you to come and speak with them, especially me being right there near the front of the office. My door is always open, and if I'm there, you're welcome. So I'm excited to see the students come in. The senators may be a little bit more harder to find because they're not in the office all the time. So for a direct way, 215 Trojan Center is your spot to find all of us.
And the opportunity to express some concerns outside of meetings, and then let's talk about the meetings themselves, because obviously a lot of business goes on at the meetings, but it is an opportunity for students who aren't part of the Senate to maybe get some idea of what's going on campus and maybe get another opportunity to be heard, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So our meetings are open. They're in Hawkins Hall on Tuesdays at 6:30. Any student can come in and sit in the back and kind of observe what's going on. And they don't really have very much opportunity to interject in the meeting, but they can talk to the senator that represents them, and they can voice that opinion, or one of the other officers.
And now, just kind of give me an idea of just how you're feeling at this point, and just looking forward and looking ahead to the school year, to the semester, and what's out there for Troy students.
I'm excited. There's so many ways for our students to get involved, and I've seen that start taking shape with different organizations hosting informational sessions. You've had Greek Rush going on these past couple weeks. It's just really cool to see all the students get plugged in as soon as they get here, because that's the way that they should. You shouldn't wait. You should get plugged in as soon as possible because it's more fun that way.
And of course, once again, the opportunity, if they want to get up with you at any point to express any concerns, how can they get a hold of you again?
215 Trojan Center is where my office is. My email and phone number are both listed on my door. They can get in contact with me that way at any hour of the night. I don't care. I'm around. So.
All right. Well, Gus, good luck on the school year, and good luck on finding some new senators to fill those vacant seats. And thanks for joining us here today.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for joining us on today's edition of Trojan Talk.